What if I told you that the next frontier in stem cell therapy isn't for humans, it's for your pet? That painful chronic illnesses in cats and dogs, the ones vets say have no real cure, might now be reversible? A startup called Gallant just raised $18 million to make that future real. And they're not doing it with pills or surgeries. They're using frozen, ready-made stem cell injections. If they succeed, they won't just disrupt pet care. They'll make traditional treatments, and even some surgeries, completely obsolete. 1. The problem no one talks about. Every year, millions of pets are diagnosed with chronic conditions. Feline chronic, gingivostomatitis, or FCGS, osteoarthritis, atopic dermatitis, chronic kidney disease. And what do most vets say? Manage the symptoms. There's no cure. Painkillers, anti-inflammatories, injections every few months. For some pets, it's a lifetime of temporary relief. For others, it's slow suffering. Now imagine being told there's a one-time stem cell therapy, and it might end the disease completely. This isn't science fiction anymore. Enter Gallant, the startup changing pet medicine. Founded by Aaron Hirschhorn, a tech entrepreneur turned pet health visionary, Gallant began with one mission. Let's bring cutting-edge stem cell science into veterinary clinics. Aaron's own experience recovering from a back injury through stem cell therapy made him wonder, why don't our pets have access to this? Even after Aaron tragically passed away in 2021, his vision lived on. The company is now led by Dr. Linda Black, a veterinary science leader with a background in FDA-compliant therapies. And what they've created is nothing short of revolutionary. 3. The science behind the solution. Gallant's stem cell therapy isn't like most expensive lab setups. It's a frozen, off-the-shelf kit. No complex harvesting or custom culturing required. They use donor-derived mesenchymal stem cells, MSCs, often collected from uterine tissues, which are then processed under GMP, FDA-compliant standards, frozen, and shipped to vet clinics. The product can be thawed on-site, administered via IV, and requires no additional processing or personalization. This means faster deployment, lower costs, easier access for thousands of veterinary clinics worldwide. And unlike traditional drugs, these stem cells don't just suppress inflammation, they regenerate tissue, modulate the immune system, and potentially cure what drugs can only mask. 4. Who's backing this bold move? In July 2025, Gallant announced it had raised $18 million in Series B funding. Leading the round, Digitalis Ventures, a firm focused on breakthrough health solutions, NovaQuest Capital Management, who helped bring the world's first FDA-approved human stem cell product, RyanSil, to market. Bold Capital Partners, founded with Peter Diamandis of Singularity University Hill Creek Partners, longtime biotech backers. The investors aren't just throwing in money, they're betting that Gallant could be the first company to make FDA-labeled stem cell therapy a reality for pets. The startup has now raised over $44 million since its inception. 5. What conditions will it treat? Gallant's first target is FCGS, a debilitating oral inflammation in cats that often leads to full tooth extractions. Their stem cell therapy is already in late-stage trials, and they're aiming for conditional FDA approval by 2026. Once FCGS is approved, they plan to expand to osteoarthritis, atopic dermatitis, chronic kidney disease together. These conditions affect tens of millions of pets globally and often go untreated or undermanaged. The broken system Gallant is replacing. Here's how pet medicine works today. Condition diagnosed, lifetime prescription, painkillers, anti-inflammatories, antibiotics, regular injections, clinic visits, rising costs, and no cure in sight. Gallant flips that model. 1 to 2 stem cell treatments, long-term regenerative impact, no constant follow-ups, lower lifetime costs. This turns reactive care into proactive healing. It's the difference between patching a tire and replacing the wheel. What's at stake? If Gallant succeeds, they won't just treat pets, they'll redefine veterinary medicine. They'll challenge Big Pharma's control of the $40 billion plus animal health industry. They'll force pet insurance companies to reconsider how they price long-term care. They'll create a new standard, curative therapy, not chronic dependency. But the risks are huge. FDA regulation is notoriously slow in veterinary biotech. Vets may resist, worried about pricing, training, or liability. Ethical critics may question the use of donor tissue and stem cell sourcing. But if this works, we enter a world where pet owners have real solutions, not just management plans. Vets can offer curative treatments right out of the freezer. Chronic illness becomes a solved problem, not a lifelong burden. And Gallant becomes a category-defining leader in a brand new market. Would you trust a stem cell therapy to cure your pet's chronic condition? Drop a comment below. Let's talk about the future of pet medicine. And if you want more game-changing startup breakdowns like this, smash that subscribe button and stay tuned to StatX.